Hi, everyone, and welcome to my name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're doing a reading, an all signs reading, and oh my God, my internet. Anyway, I hope the internet is just fine. It is what it is. It was fine when I was prepping, nothing happened, and then boom, I hit live. Anyway, today we're doing a reading about what you need to know most, and it's going to be a message coming from the angels. Okay, I actually really do like doing the angel readings. They're actually very interesting. Anyway, sorry, I did not clean my glasses. Anyway, I just want to give a big thank you to everyone that's here and everyone that supports my channels and everyone that likes it, my videos. I really do appreciate it. And is there anything else? Yeah. Oh, I do have. If you are interested, I do have like I think there's like an hour if you catch this live of being able to sign up for the candle. But I am doing a group guided meditation tomorrow. So if you are interested in that, check it out. Anyway, I'm still in the new setup. I'm going to be switching it, by the way. But just so you all know, it is a bit of a different kind of setup right now. I'm waiting for an extra piece. It's coming tomorrow, so I can switch the angle of the camera. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if I'm quite looking at the camera. I think I am. I think I'm looking right at you, but I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. All right. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I have. Also live readings this Sunday if you are interested in getting any of that. Only get it if you feel called to. Please leave the spaces for those who need it. It always books, and I just want to give you all. Oh, sorry, I have a cat and a dog here. Hello. Okay, sorry everyone. It's just it's what it is. They're always here. Anyway, yeah, I'm just happy you're here. Happy all of yous. Let's get started. I was earlier watching what is that called? The fall of House Usher or something. Yeah, I was watching that. So that energy is in me, just so you all know. It may impact the readings. It always does. So I'm just letting you know that. Hello, God. Cookie. Sorry, why is that close? Allie, Mia, Sarah, Tazzy, and Kiss, JG. I do appreciate all of you. So anyway, okay. Sorry. I have a cat right on the table and then a dog licking the cat. So let me move over. Okay, let's start with Aries, and then we're gonna go all the way down to Pisces. Yes. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I just want to like make sure I have this labeled for all of yous. Sorry, it is what it is. Sorry, I don't want to tell you all of yous. Okay, so let's see, angels. Can you tell me what does Aries need to know most right now? Yeah, what does Aries need to know most right now? One of the things that your angels want you to know, or sorry, the angels want you to know, not yours. I'm using I made the mistake before. It's not it's angels I pulled. Anyway, one of the things that the angels want you to know right now, Aries, is life is kind of at times filled with unpleasantness and things that we don't really want to do, but we have to do. One of the things that I know I have to do, and I know benefits me, and I know it has such a big impact on me, but I find it so tedious, are actually guided meditations, like the ones I pre-record, and the ones that really help me with releasing and forgiving. I feel like that is in some ways part of it, but I feel like the angels are also talking about life having unpleasant experiences when it comes to negative experiences. And I know those are hard to swallow at times, but what your angels want you to know is that that we have these experiences. And why do you want them to know that? Why do you want them to have an understanding about that? Life isn't always that, is what your angels want you to know. And we have to move. Oh no, I forgot, they gave it to me right at the start. You have to move through those unpleasant experiences to get to where you want to go. It's completely understandable, and I promise you, sorry if it's shaking. My dog is licking my cat, and my cat's on the table. So, okay, he's okay. They got off. Sorry. Until I get the new setup set up, so it's gonna wobble anyway. But that should be tomorrow. But what your angels want you to know right now, Aries, is that like you have to move through these experiences so that you can actually move towards what you actually want. I am seeing not too much investment when it comes to yourself as much, and honestly what makes you feel good as well. Don't think I'm sitting here like I've always did it. Like, I promise you I have not. Like, it's like it's taking me so long to kind of honestly, for one, take the advice and take the guidance. Don't think I have not been there. I promise you I have. And your angels want you to know that as well. That the sooner you start to invest in you, the sooner things are going to start to change and be more pleasant and actually have more consistent happiness and more consistent good experiences. I really do get it. But your angels want you to understand kind of both sides of the spectrum. One, you do have to move through it. Two, the faster you're willing to heal yourself, the better it's going to be for your overall life trajectory. They want you to hold on to a truth. What truth is this? You deserve better. Yeah. What other truth? That you are loved. It is an act of self-love when you fill your own cup and when you take care of you. And I feel like that's probably it. I think that's probably like the core issue here. And it's not that you're not taking care of yourself at all, but you can do more in this department. And it's kind of something that they really want to bring to your awareness and your attention, that this can be better. And it's like, I see this in so many people throughout my life, and I can see that their life could be so much better if only they invested in themselves, if only they healed themselves, if only they removed these blocks that they have on them. And this is it. It's like that message all wrapped up in one. And what your angels want you to know is that the sooner you start to tackle these issues, the better it's going to be. You do have to move through them though, right? But it's part of it. It's part of it. Is there any other messages right now that the angels have? Sorry, like my cat and my dog are playing right now. It just is what it is. It's a little distracting to me. Anyway, well, any other messages that the angels have for Aries? Some of the things that you want are tied to this. It's specifically, I wanted to say love, right? Or some ideas you have around love, or maybe dreams you have around love, but it's not the whole thing. I feel like it's not the whole enchilada, maybe career, love, and life. Like, you have these really big dreams, but they require the kind of the due diligence and the work here. And what your angels kind of want to just bring to your awareness is that you can be doing better in this department, and you will be feeling the benefit of this probably less than a week. One of the things that I know, and I know for a fact, is I do a lot of private readings, and I tell the people what they need, right? I'm like, this is what's best, right? Do this, do this. I know for a fact they never do it, or they'll wait 6 months. And I have been in that same boat where I receive something, and then it comes back like 6 months later, and I'm like, oh, let me just do it. And then it really does shape me for the better. It's like that. They say that there are things that you've been maybe suggested, or things that you feel called to do, and you're kind of not doing them, and that is actually hurting you. It's literally your day-to-day, literally, like every moment, every single day. Those blocks and those restrictions and those heaviness and those burdens are impacting your life. Sorry, it is, they play all the time anyway, but that's what your angels want you to know. Focusing on you, moving through these unpleasantness, even doing the things that seem tedious, are going to be a really big benefit for you. I don't know when I started Aries' reading, so I'm just winging it. I'm guessing them at time. All right. Any last message that you have for Aries right now? There's some things that you should be stubborn about. There's some things that you stubborn, everyone. There's some things that you should be stubborn about, and there's some things that you shouldn't. And this is one of those things you should not be stubborn about. So your angels want you to know. All right. I thank you. Aries, don't forget to like and comment. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Like this is what I deal with on a regular basis. I have 2 cats, by the way. Okay. Let's start with Taurus now. Okay, let's take a look here. Angels, what do you have to say to Taurus right now? One of the things that they have to say is, I feel like you are being very much inspired to head in a direction. Some of you, this direction is actually maybe to open yourself up and date, or maybe to have some kind of sexual encounter. It feels like you're being driven towards something that you may actually be resisting. One of the things that I have noticed just throughout like my whole experience, and honestly what comes through from the beings of light, is when we are kind of guided towards something, It is for a highest good. Like, it really is, even if it doesn't appear on the surface as something that is beneficial. I feel you are being guided to date. It feels like it's sexual stuff, but you do you. It feels like it's a combination of the two, and you may be looking at those experiences and thinking they're worthless or they're not worthwhile. And what your angels want you to know is that they absolutely are. It doesn't have to be sexual or love related, but it felt like that the moment the sensation hit me. And you know where it hit me, basically. So it hit me there, but I don't think it's just that. I feel like there are things that you are guided to do that you may be looking at. It's funny, it feels somewhat linked to Aries' reading, by the way. And this has been it's been happening throughout the whole thing, throughout all signs reading. But it feels like it's somewhat linked there, where you're looking at certain things that you're guided to do, and you're like, no. And it feels on this like the sexual manner, though. But what your angels want you to know is that it is crucial and important that you actually invest in this time and you go down that path and you try whatever you're being guided to try. Do whatever you're being guided to do, and experience. It literally feels like there to experience energy, where you're being guided to experience these certain things, and you seem to be very reluctant and resistant. What is angels, why is Taurus so reluctant and resistant to embracing the new things? um it's the newness of it, or you haven't done it in a while. It's there's an uncomfortableness now to it. It kind of reminds me, this is just an example, but let's say you were dating for a while and you were constantly dating people, and then all of a sudden you had something happen and you didn't date for a while, and it's like you feel really weird about jumping back on that horse. It feels like that. That's the example they gave me, but I don't think it's just love related for you, but it does feel for most of you this is. And the message here is it's about just trying it again. You're being guided to do that, so you know in your heart that it's what you need to do. There are some other areas of your life that you're focusing on as well, and this is crucial to those other areas. It's going to bring a specific energy to these other areas. So some of you, maybe you're starting your own business, or you have a career and you don't think that it's going to benefit that, and it will. That's the point. That's why you're being guided to do this. It's not just getting back on that horse, right? It's also the fact that it's going to help you access energy that you need to bring into other areas of your life that are going to be benefited as a result of you indulging whatever this is. One thing that the angels are saying, it's like eating dessert, something like that. I know it's an odd thing to say, but they're saying it's like that, like eating dessert. You need to get back. You need to try it again. I don't know. Let's see. Is there any other messages right now that you have for Taurus angels? They say to not let your minds oversimplify things as well. I feel like you probably look at it at maybe cost and no, what is that word? Sorry. It's like you look at something, it's not pros and cons, but it's like you look at like how much time or investment you're going to spend on something, if it's worthwhile. Logically, it probably doesn't appear that it is. And I feel like your human mind, your mind itself, that's on the right side of us, right? It's kind of convincing you that these things are worthless, or they're not worthwhile. Do not let your mind convince you. Follow your own heart, follow your own innate knowing, because that knows better. And that's the key, right? That's the key here, but it has to do with the mind. The mind's tricking you. Your mind anyway is tricking you into thinking that it's not worth it. It actually is. And thinking it's a waste of time. It's not, right? That's it. Whew, sorry, the air is coming up. I'm gonna leave it there. Sorry, leave it there. All right. I thank you, Taurus. Don't forget to like and comment. Let's take a look here. We're at 1333 for Gemini. Oh, you can get my email on my channel. If I'm not mistaken, you can go to the about channel and you can get the email. Yes, yes. Hold on, I could just put it here. Let me see. Sorry, I don't remember it now. Hold on. It's a business email. Hold on, I can just look really quickly. Let's take a look here. Yeah, sorry. Is that I don't. Oh, hold on. Let me look. Right. Will it not let me copy? Yeah, this is my email, but you can look at the about me thing if you are interested. Oops. There. Now we're on Gemini. Here we go. All right. Um, let's take a look here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Sorry. I guess we'll just keep it like that. Maybe someone in Gemini needs to know my email too. Anyway, I'll keep the time the same. Angels, what is your message for Gemini right now? One of the things, and I feel like it's, of course, they don't want you to say no to any opportunities coming your way. That seems to be one. Let me see, let's get some more. Angels, what is your message for Gemini right now? Okay, it has to do with people. There's a specific message about, I feel like you've worked through a lot of stuff, Gemini, and you've worked hard for through a lot of stuff. It is very difficult. It's kind of easy to maintain your cool, your equilibrium, your higher vibration, your balance. It's very easy when we're by ourselves. It's actually unbelievably easy by yourself. And it feels like you're entering a cycle, or you're going to be exposed to more people, and you're going to have a lot of triggers from other people and other experiences. What your angels want you to know is that this is part of the process. You're going to have to move through this, obviously, and you will get better at this as well. One of the things that I have to say it because I feel like it's a really good example. It kind of reminds me of like celebrities, right? Specifically, I want what they brought up was the Kardashians, right? How they were just constantly trash, trash, trash for a while, and now it's not the case, right? They had to work through that. It kind of feels like you're entering some kind of cycle where you're going to be exposed to a lot more people's criticism, and you're going to have to learn to navigate that. It is difficult, and you will honestly, it feels like you're gonna be. Uh, um, they said to tread lightly. That's what they say. But I feel like you're going to be getting tripped up a little bit. You're going to be very triggered, and you'll be very frustrated. And you may look at this new cycle, or this new I don't know, exposure that you're having, and think it's not worth it. It is. It will get easier. They're saying that it will get lighter. That's what happens essentially. It kind of feels like at first things will stick on you. You know what, that thing where it's like, oh, it's stuck on me, and then it's not going to stick anymore. It feels like that. That's the kind of energy that they are bringing forward, and they're saying that you're gonna have to work through that. It is tricky. Tread lightly, especially at the start. You get the hang of it. There's a caution about not overwhelming yourself, because sometimes when we associate, let's say, an experience with too much negativity, even though it's for us, we won't go to it. Very usual, by the way. Humans' minds are very much conditioned for this. So there's a recommendation to tread lightly. There's a recommendation to pace yourself here, right? Also, I want to say, not that I'm like really big on this, but let's say if you are getting a lot of feedback, pace yourself on the receiving end of that feedback as well. But you are entering some kind of cycle where there's a lot more exposure, where you're going to be a lot more vulnerable. It kind of feels like criticism's headed towards you. Maybe you're having a platform. I don't know, something like this. But there is a message about making sure that you are being careful. Is there any other messages that you have right now for Gemini? Hold truth. The truth that they want you to hold within yourself is one. You are not what they say, right? But it's the real truth that they want you to hold on to is what they people say to you has nothing to do with you, and that is actually one of the more crucial truths that we kind of all have to learn to embrace, right? When people are mean to you, it's not you. It never has been, right? People who are actually mad at themselves or mean at themselves, or they hate themselves, right? They don't hate you. Remember that. It's something to just take note of, especially if you are how they're making me feel is that you're hitting a height, or you're hitting some kind of vibrational frequency that people are going to want to shoot you down. And when people are feeling really good and they know you're feeling good, they get jealous, right? Sorry, yeah. When you're feeling really good and they know you're feeling really good, they get really jealous, and they don't want that. They don't want, when they're miserable, to see someone so happy. It's a very painful experience, one they have to go through because they have to learn the hard way, right? To heal. But it feels like something like that. That's the energy I have. But remember, it's not about you. That's what they want you to remember. No matter what, it's not about you. It never has been, and it never will be. That's it. That's it. Anyway. But it feels like there's a gentleness that is coming out as well. You may have your heart may be more exposed or more vulnerable. That's what it feels like as well. Like you just may have, maybe you healed your heart wall and your issues, your barriers, and it's like you're going to receive people's feedback a lot more intensely. And it feels like it's going to be negative. Okay, that's what I got. I want to thank you, Gemini. Don't forget to like and comment. So we are at 19. Sorry, we're at 20. Okay. I might have to open up that for my little baby boy. And let's see. Hold on, Cancer. One second, everyone. All right. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Anyway, we're on Cancer. So, angels, what is your message for Cancer right now? All right, one thing they want you to know is that whatever's happening in your life, this will not always be. It feels like you have a specific issue. I think it's love, but you decide. You have a specific issue that's not really being resolved, and it hasn't really been resolved in a while. And you're sitting here looking and thinking, "Oh my God, this is gonna be forever." They do have a suggestion, which they'll get to in a minute, but the message, or what your message is about, is your life. There's an area of life, maybe areas of your life, that have not moved, and it's becoming very frustrating. You're becoming very disheartened, right? You're becoming very discouraged, and you're sitting here thinking there's no point, or it's always going to be like this. Some of you may be experiencing, oh, what is the word, when you have a fear about becoming like your parents, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm just like them. Yeah, guess what? You get your human mind from them. So it is what it is. But what your angels want you to know is that it's not always going to be like this. And what makes the difference between someone who's where you are and someone who gets through it is persistence. I have been stuck in a cycle for a while, right? Where my gifts, especially my third eye, I'm still in it, right? Doesn't work. Like my third eye is like still from a past life curse. Really annoying, by the way. It's being repaired, but that's besides the point. But I've been stuck for a while, and I was like you, where I was looking at this and thinking there was absolutely no point, and I should just stop trying. I've been there, and we can hit that point. We usually have activations, blah blah blah, but it doesn't serve us to stay in that energy. And what your angels want you to know is to keep trying, keep fighting. Persistence and determination will outwin any energy blocking you. And that's the truth. And right now is a time for you to dig deep, right, for that strength and push through whatever boundary, barrier, blockage, or obstacle is currently in your way towards your goal. Remember, there's always something in between you. So, angels, do you have any suggestions right now for Cancer to overcome whatever is keeping them stuck right now? They say if you are ever feeling like you don't have any more strength, ask them for strength. Ask them for interesting one that they want you to ask for, courage. That's a key one. What other energies do you want them to ask? Courage, gratitude. Ask for those feelings to come through, and they will fill you in your heart with those feelings to keep you going. Their energy is meant to be absorbed into ourselves, right? So they want you to do that. They want you to call on them and ask them for their strength, and they will give it to you, so that you can keep going. It's normal. So I've been in it as well. Real annoying, by the way. And I got over that cycle, and I'm no longer impatient, and I know everything's happening as it should. But I was in it and it's so frustrating. It's so hard, is it not? When you are impatient, it makes it worse. So obviously you need more patience, but it's important that you don't quit, you don't stop, and you keep going and you keep persevering, because you will win in the end. And that's the point. That's what your angel's message is. Is there any other guidance that you have on how they can overcome or how they can make it through this? Holding truth in your heart. That's the key. I think it's gonna be the theme for today's reading. Truth. What is the truth that you want Cancer to hold in their heart? You deserve it. It's out there. What you want is out there, and you can have it. Those three, you may want to make a mantra out of those three, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, you may want to make a mantra out of those three. So that's the truth that they want you to hold in your heart. When we hold truth inside of our body, all that negativity gets pushed out, because truth and lies can't exist at the same point, right? The same energy. It can't exist in the same body. So when we hold truth in ourselves, we can't hold the lies. That's the point. So it's something to just think about. I have mastered this. It's a beautiful thing. Trust me when I say it's worth mastering. It's worth putting the effort in, because I push it out all the time. Anytime that negativity comes in, it came in earlier today as well, and I pushed it right out with the beings of light. So you may want to consider this. All right, I'll leave it there. I want to thank you. Cancer, don't forget to like and comment. And hi, everyone. Let's see. So we're at 25, 15. Alrighty, so we are on Leo now. Oopsie, I forgot I have caps on it. Yes, there we go. All right, so let's take a look here. Leo. Angels, what is your message for Leo right now? Right now is a time for balance for you. Why is this time for balance for Leo right now, angels? Oh, the air keeps coming up. Very important message you're getting. Right now is the time for you to learn to balance yourself out. They gave me the image of, I don't know what this is called. You know when you twist something like that? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know. It's a twister. I don't know. A top? I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but they're showing me this, that you need to learn to balance yourself out. You know, if you ever spin those, at a certain point, it stops and it stays in that one spot. Yeah, you need to learn to do this right now. It is very important for the next cycle, the next steps, next chapter of your life. And I want to say the next book, because without you learning to balance yourself out, without you learning to master this, you couldn't handle what's next. It's like one of the things I get asked all the time. One, they're always asking me, what's my purpose? Get an Akashic reading. But they always ask that. And one of the things that the beings of light always come down with, because I will give them the best answer I can give, is learning to be at a better place so that we can handle our purpose. You know, my purpose is like huge, right? But I have not been ready to be able to walk that path. My podcast will be my very first steps to my purpose, my main one. Be on the lookout for that one, by the way. But it's my very first steps to it. And I have, I don't know if you know this, but I'm like, yeah, I guess, yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say I'm very healed. It's true, but the purpose is very big. But I tell you this because it feels like you are moving towards something grander than what you've ever had. And what it requires, though, is a more balanced person to be able to handle that, who's equipped to handle that. It's easy to maintain balance and equilibrium when things are going great. Is it easy when things are not going great? We all know that that's not the case. It's hard. And it's important that you learn I want to say practices of balancing yourself out. Grounding yourself is another one. I'm gonna say, you can close that again. Balancing yourself out, grounding yourself, and maintaining an equilibrium of your energies and your four lower bodies is key, right now. So what they want you to be focusing on is that, right? That hitting that nice, is it neutral point? I don't know. They said no, equilibrium is what they like. Hitting that equilibrium is what you need to master right now, because what's coming is going to be a big deal. And we never get what we're not ready for. Ever. It's not possible, right? So you want big things for yourself. Great, right? No problem there. But it requires a little bit more balance in your life and in yourself, within yourself, in order for you to have that and actually have a good experience with it. I mean, would you want what's meant for you and it's horrible? No one would want that, right? I know I don't, right? But you want that. You want what's meant for you, but when you are ready for it. And this is the key to being more ready for it. All right. Is there any other messages that you have for Leo, angels? Sorry, they said it's like picking flowers. What do you mean by that? Oh no. You need to pick your weeds. Yes. So they want you to pick the weeds in your life, and I want to say within you as well. Pick the weeds out. And when you do this, it's going to help. He did close it again. It is what it is. It gets hot in this room. That's why I opened it. Anyway, to pick the weeds out of your life right now, tend to your garden. For one, they want you to know that there's plenty of time. I know that there's a bit of impatience coming through, but they're saying to pick the weeds right now, tend to your garden, and before you know it, it's going to be there. One of the things that the beings like always tell me is to be patient. It's one of the things, but they actually used to. They don't tell me that anymore. I've mastered it. but I know the impatience, okay? But in reality, you what you have in your life is what you can handle, period, end of story, okay? Sorry, everyone. All right. Any last message that you have for Leo angels? Hmm. There is a inner dialogue issue that they really do want you to take the reins on. I feel like it's probably been running amok for a while. Sometimes when we've had like a thought pattern, a negative thought pattern, or a negative energy in our life for a long time, we don't recognize that it's there, right? In fact, it kind of feels like it's a normal part of you, or you may even think that it is a part of you, right? That those negative energies are you. Yeah, I have news for you. They're not. You're not your thoughts. You're especially not the negative ones, but you're not your thoughts, period. And the message that they want for you right now, Leo, is for you to rein in some kind of inner dialogue. It feels like a disgruntled miniature version of you that is like, like if someone had like an like a runty twin or something like that, that was just like it was just like a horrible person, right? It feels like that's in you. Yeah, you gotta take care of that. It's a dialogue though, that's how they show it to me. It's an energy. It's something that you have within the self that you may be too accustomed to notice. One of the things that I have done that it was helpful for me is I talked my thoughts out loud. And when you talk them out loud rather than listening to them in your mind, you can catch what you're not catching. So I recommend talking out loud, your thoughts out loud when you're by yourself. It will help you identify this energy. It's there. It feels like you're so used to it, you don't recognize that that's an issue. And for one, you don't even understand that you can be free of it. Real interesting energy there. And is there anything else? That's it. All right. I thank you, Leo. Don't forget to like and comment. We're at 31. 40. Okay, we're at Virgo now. Virgo. Okay. Let's take a look here. Angels, what is your message for Virgo right now? Kind of one of their usual messages. Let's take a look here. For the first thing that you want to give, just like they want to just throw, like, get this out of the way. Yeah. All work, no play is a sucky life, basically. It's like that. All work, no play sucks, right? You do need to learn to find more ways to bring more fun and fulfillment into your life. And they do want you to have a distinction between work, career fulfillment, and, oh, the air came up, and actual adventure and play fulfillment. So sometimes, right, people like to like mix the two, or they think one is the other. Yeah, no, they want you to make a distinction. So something that they are recommending is like maybe joining like a sports team, or maybe a hobby that you want to do. There's something like this where it's like an event or a night, an experience that you want, right? Or that it's completely different than your work. So no, that's what they want. Yeah, sorry. They want you to have an experience or have some kind of activity that has nothing to do with work. That's their thing. So they want this for you. It's like their thing. It's like the thing that if you were to take one message from this and do it, this is it. I Again, they're bringing up what they've kind of brought up, where we don't tend to see the benefit of these things until we actually experience it. And this feels like it's one of those things for you where you if you were to have these experiences, you would have such a better vibration, better energy, and you would feel you will feel a lot better just in your day to day. But you kind of look at these experiences and think, well, they have nothing to do with work, or they're not going to really pay off. They will pay off greatly, but it feels like how you see things, how you view things, and your perception. It's part of the reason why you're not indulging these things that you feel called to. I feel like they're saying for you to try one, and you will see what they've been talking about. So I feel like it has to be something that's nothing to do with work. And sorry everyone, it is what it is. This is what they do all the time. It's something like they want you to do something that's nothing to do with work, and it's going to be amazing. Are there anything else that you want to say to Virgo this day? You at the end of your life, if you were to continue on as you are continuing on, you're going to regret it. you will regret not experiencing the things that you feel called to experience, or the new adventurous things as well, or things outside of your comfort zone. They do want you to challenge yourself, but I think for the very first thing that you do, they want it to be something that you find fun, carefree, and that's not that. It's oh, how do I phrase this? It doesn't matter. They want something that just doesn't matter, but it's fun for you. And then you can start to kind of, I want to say, level up some more challenging outside of your comfort zone type things. One of the things that they're saying is like they may do a pottery class, and then and you can see the benefit of that, and then move over and can do some rock climbing, right? Something like that, like where you're a little bit more challenged, and it's maybe you're afraid of heights. I don't know, right? There's something like that that they would love for you to do. But the very first thing is make it carefree, make it like with no expectations, if it was a bad experience, you just wouldn't really care. Not that it's going to be, but you know what I mean. And then you can start to work on more challenging things. You will start to see the benefit in your energy. You will shift your energy as a result of this. There's the angels are saying that it will shift your timeline as well, like where the direction you're going, it will change. Will probably go up if you ask me, but I don't know. It will change, though, is what they're saying. It's not just that. You will meet people, right, with these activities, and then you may go somewhere you would never gone before, and that changes you, right? You may meet someone you never would have met, right? And it's like that, the series of events. That's anyway, it's like that. They're saying that it's there's so much possibility with you just trying something new. Yeah, that's it. I will leave it there. Anything else for Virgo? That's it. Don't forget to like and comment, Virgo. All right, let's take a look here. We're at 3612 for Libra. Oopsie, I keep Libra. Oopsie, I spelled Libra wrong. Let's take a look here. Alrighty, so let's see. Libra. Angels, what is your message for Libra right now? One of the things that your angels, or sorry, the angels want you to know, Libra, is now is not a time to give up. I feel like this is reference to love. In fact, I feel like you may have other parts of your chart that may be saying this. I think I got this message before, but they really do want to remind you just how special the experience is. And it is something, this has come through before, but they are bringing it again, so I have to say it. Sometimes we have to hear something multiple times before it finally sinks in. And that's normal, by the way. I'll make that really clear. It's like sometimes you got to hear it 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, or 50 before it sinks in, and we just know, right? Anyway, but what they're saying right now is that you may be giving up on when it comes to love, or you may be giving up when it comes to opening yourself up. And you're not meant to give up. In fact, the experience that you've had, the painful experiences that you've had, sorry, just like my dog anyway, a lot of the pain came from expectations, and it came from belief systems, and it came from programming that we had, not so much the actual experience. And they kind of want to open your eyes to that right now. Love, all aspects of love, platonic or romantic, are all very, very, very important for you and your life, and what you came here to experience. And you cannot, what is the word? You can't ignore that, right? You're really ignoring a really big part of yourself. And a lot of you are, if without this energy, without enough of this energy, you're going to feel very incomplete. And the angels don't want you to feel that way. They don't want you to feel holy. And I don't mean the good one, right? They don't want you to feel like that. They want you to feel complete. They want you to feel great, and they want you to feel like this place that we're all living in is a great place to live. And because it absolutely is, by the way. But that's the key. That's the key. Is to not give up on love right now. Keep trying. They are alluding to Cancer's reading. I feel, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like it is Cancer. I think it was Cancer, where it's persistence will get you through this. And now is not a time to quit. Now is not a time to close yourself off. And you don't have to have romantic, right? You can just have friends and open yourself up to new experiences in that manner. What the angels are saying, that things always link, right? They just keep connecting to the next part. Like you just meet someone, and then you make a new friend, and they introduce you to all these new people, and you meet them, and like, who knows what happened? That's the point. And it's such a beautiful experience that life gives us, where we have these opportunities that open us to even more opportunities, and then more, and then more, and then more, and before you know it, we're at this place. How many places, like, I mean, how many times have you, like, you look at your life and like, I'm here because of that series of events happen, right? Can we be honest? I know there's been a lot for me. I can look back and really see the path and how I got to where I am, because everything's connected. So what the angels want you to know is that love for you, how it's not, I guess love is connection, but it literally has more meaning than that. And it connects you to more experiences, more possibilities, and more people. So it is important that you start to see things more that way, less of like it's not worth it, or less of it's too painful, or less of I need to protect myself. It's they want you to start to open yourself up a little bit more, and it doesn't have to be romance. I feel like it could just be friends. And again, it's kind of like that Virgo energy, right? Where you're gonna meet someone there, they will invite you somewhere that you would have never gone, a place you never would have gone. And that's like, it's such a big deal, is what they say. They really are. They're saying it's like angels singing. So that's what they're doing right now. It's like that. That's what they're saying. It's a big ass deal. Anyway, what else do you want to say for Libra this day, angels? One of the things that they want to remind you of, and this is the truth, sometimes we go through something really painful, and then we think, oh my God, I don't want to ever have that experience again, or I don't want to ever feel that way again. If that ever happened again, right, where you felt that way again, you would get back on your feet faster than you ever did before, because you did it already. I know that the mind, right, has a habit of like, oh, I can't do that again, I can't experience that again. I promise you, you will get back on your feet even faster. It's like 10 times faster, really, because you already did it. Do not fret. Do not discourage yourself. Do not talk yourself out of experiences because you're worried about feeling bad. You're worried about going backwards, right? If you ever went backwards, right, you would find yourself right back where you started very fast, because you've already achieved it. It's the first time when we do something that's the hardest, right? When we do it again, very easy. Not that you necessarily would have to, but it's I feel like it's a trick of your mind that tells you, no, I can't ever experience that again. I can't, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's like the mind constantly does this to us, and it conditions us to keep us in our comfort zone, keep us in a state of fear. And what your angels want you to know is, do not let your mind convince you that you won't be able to do it, that you won't be able to survive, or that it will be just as bad. It won't be. In fact, you'll be able to recover so much faster if that ever were to happen. I'm not saying that it is, but there is a belief system within you that is conditioning you to stay closed off to love. Let's see, is there any other messages that you have? See the beauty in life. One of the an Archangel Jophiel steps forward. If you need help to see beauty in life, Archangel Jophiel is the one. Let me see. Archangel, I'm gonna write this for you. Sorry. Ooh. Archangel Jophiel, I think it's how you spell his name. Just I have horrible spelling. Do not like no. Archangel Jophiel. I did. Sorry, there's an extra L. There should not be an extra L. Jophiel, I believe is that. There it is. Jophiel. Anyway, yeah, Jophiel. It's like that. Archangel Jophiel. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Again, remember this, everyone. I'm a college dropout. I don't care. I don't know how to spell. Archangel Jophiel. Okay. But that's the one. That's the one that you want to contact. That's the one that can help you see the beauty in life. And it will start to deprogram your mind from keeping you stuck. Okay, I'll leave it there. I thank you, Libra. So let's see. Oh my God, did I do a long reading again? This always happens sometimes. Okay, let's do Scorpio now. Oopsies. I have like a new keyboard, by the way, so the typing is difficult on this. Okay, there it is. Okay. Let's take a look here. Scorpio. So, angels, what is your message for Scorpio right now? I feel, Scorpio, you have people, or either it's a people or a person in your life who keeps hurting you. I'm not sure who they are. In fact, I feel like this could be a repetitious thing in your life, where you have people who you love and people who you care about continuously causing you harm. Something like that. Either it's a specific person, or it's multiple people. I feel like they're showing me this like it's intertwined, like not it's sometimes one, sometimes the other. So you have this experience. This is what they want to talk about. So angels, what do you want to say to Scorpio when it comes to people who hurt them, when it comes to connections in their heart? Ooh, this is a triggering. This is a little bit of a triggering one. A triggering message. One of the things that your angels want you to know, and this is a key one for you. Do you know? How am I going to phrase this? Hold on, the, they, I, they gave me the message, but I have no idea how I'm going to articulate it. Angels, is there any beings of light can help me with this? How do I articulate this message? Okay. I feel like you have had a lot of experiences where you've made choices and you've chose people that hurt you, or you may have chose to let them continuously hurt you, something like this. One of the things that you were meant to learn during these experiences was that you're worth not, you are, you, how do I, no, wait, I want, you're worth not getting hurt. I don't think that one works. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I articulate it correctly, but you needed to learn that you should not be hurt during these experiences. No, it's not quite right. Hold on, my mind seems to be having a hard time consolidating this into a good example. 1 second, everyone. My mind's quite good, but this one has triggers in it, so it's my mind trying to work it through without the trigger. Anyway, I feel like the experiences when you have been hurt by people, or you've chosen lovers that have hurt you, or friends that have hurt you, they were meant to show you that it's not that though. Hold on. They're meant to show you that you deserve more. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry, I was wondering why I was having a hard time with that one. I was going to go the other way, and then it's that they were showing you that you deserve more. I know that as through programming and how we are conditioned to believe and see the world, we think that shouldn't happen. But in reality, you kind of needed to go through those experiences so that you will know deep down, fully and thoroughly, that you deserve better. And I understand that it's been painful. I understand that this has been a hard road. In fact, you fought very hard through this. But one of the things that your angels see you not doing is you're not quite taking on the lesson fully and completely. Part of it, I feel, one of the two biggest blocks to healing is victim consciousness, and then not forgiving. Yeah. So I think you've got a combo there, if I'm being honest with you. But you've had people hurt you, and you've had to learn, I deserve better. Some of us come with that energy. Like, we just know we deserve better. Some of us have to learn, right? Actually, the people who came with that energy learned in the past life. So it is important to understand all of us go through this, and all of us have to learn that lesson. Can we be honest? The hard way. If you don't learn it the hard way, you don't learn. If it's a slap on the wrist, you will go back to repeating it. And I understand how painful this is, and the angels understand how painful this is. But it's important that you start to accept, I've learned that I am worthy of better, right? I learned that I am deserving of better connections, and I deserve people that love me unconditionally. That's key, right? It's key one here. But you have to forgive the people that have taught you that lesson. And honestly, in some ways, thank them, because that's part of it. But you have to forgive them, and you have to accept the lessons. It's the key. It's like the very first message was there's heaviness on your heart. And then they went into why. The why is the pain that you went through that you haven't actually forgiven them for. And it's part of it. I know that none of us want to believe, like, accept at times, right, that we have to learn the hard way. But I have had lessons in my life that repeated constantly until it got so bad I decided I would never let that happen again, right? I feel like you had this experience, Reese, with someone that hurt you so bad you were like, I would never let that happen again. Do you that's epiphany was it really was worth the pain, I suppose. But it doesn't feel like that yet. But it's this is a lesson that will last lifetimes into the future. That's what it's all about. I know that this was a hard one for you, and they understand how frustrating this is. And no, you did not deserve any of that, right? But yes, you did have to go through it to learn that you deserve better. Period. Right? And that's it. That's the message. Okay. Is there any other message that you have for Scorpio? It's the key to freeing yourself of this heartache and heart and burdens that are on your heart. Some of it could be trauma as well. It can be a traumatic experiences. It's the key. Forgiveness for everything. They don't recommend the forgiveness contract. I think you may need someone else. Is there an angel? I want to say there is an angel of forgiveness that's stepping forward. Can I get the name of the angel of forgiveness? Sorry, they said it is the angel of forgiveness. Okay, let's see. I'm going to write the angel. Sorry. Okay, yeah. The angel of forgiveness is saying, I've been meaning to do a forgiveness meditation, Scorpio. I've been meaning to do one, right? The angel of forgiveness saying that they will help me with this. I believe he will help me with this. So I will have one if you are interested in that. But the angel of forgiveness will be you'll call in. But it has to do with that. You've had that bad experience, and the lesson hasn't been fully integrated into you, fully integrated into your energy. And the reason for this, I feel, is victim consciousness and lack of forgiveness. Those are the two, right? Do this, it will that will close out the cycle, and everything will be wrapped up in. I promise you, I know how crazy this sounds. You're gonna look back at those experiences and look at them positively. Eventually, it's not immediate, but eventually you look at it very positively, because you will understand the impact and that it's had on your life. And that's what it's all about. All right. I don't know. I thank you, Scorpio. I love you, and take care. Don't forget to like and comment. Hi, everyone. All right. Yeah. So we're at 50. I wonder. Sorry, they're saying 50-50 for Sagittarius. Sorry. Ooh. Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, I just realized, Scorpio, if you are interested, if you're still watching, the guided meditation I have tomorrow, I should be healing that. I should be doing something. I think so. Anyway, it didn't come through, so maybe not, but we'll see. Okay, get it if you feel called to. So Sagittarius, what is the angel's message for Sagittarius right now? All right, so Sagittarius, it feels like you have hit a period or a point in your journey where you are ready to start to teach, or you're ready to start to show the world how you got to where you are. It feels like you're at some kind of destination or milestone that a very, very, very few people get to. In fact, it feels very much like a way shower, right? And a light bearer. And way shower light bearers energy are think of like a good way to describe it is think of Earth right here. Like think of Earth right here. A way shower is over here, leading the Earth, right? In that direction. So it feels like you're something like this about you, right? Where you have been healing. Some of you, this is more interpersonal, like when it comes to your family. You're meant to show them, not tell them. By the way, I have like it's very important. We can't force people. It won't work. People actually start to clam down and shut down and be very reluctant and resistant to healing if you tell them, oh, you should try this. I don't know if you noticed that, but I know I don't even bother. I when I first started, I used to say that, and I'm like, you're on your own. In reality, people need their own lessons, their own karmic cycles are teaching them they have to heal, or are teaching them lessons they have to learn, kind of like Scorpio's reading. But anyway, you right now are at a point where you're ready to start to show the world how you got to where you are, and the world needs it. People need to hear that, and I feel like it's not like coming across like you should do this, but it's kind of showing them this is what I've created by doing what I've done, right? That kind of energy. Everyone loves that one, right? No one likes like no one likes, oh, you should try this, blah, blah, blah. They're always going to be suspicious. They're always going to be reluctant. It is what it is. That energy just doesn't work. The energy of you, right, inspiring them through your own experiences is the key to getting them to start to fix themselves. So it feels like you're at that point right now where you're ready to start to show people what they can do to better themselves, but not in a direct way, in an indirect way. And that is what the angels want for you right now. I feel like you may look at what you have done and what you've achieved, and you don't really see the value of it. You feel like you're not as credible, and you feel like you're not as like it's not as worthwhile, right? Maybe to hear what you how you think, or hear how you see the world, or hear how you how you did it, right? But it really is worthwhile for a lot of people, and they may not do it. And I got to be real with you, 9.5 times out of 10, no one is doing it for like maybe a year or two later. But they, once they hear it, they know and they'll remember, and it always comes back because the beings like make sure that we remember. But it feels like you just need to start to talk. You need to start using that voice, and you need to start to spread more of that truth, and that will reach people, not immediately, and we never really see that, right? I don't know, I don't, right? But I know that it's working, and I know that it's helping. And what your angels want you to know is that now is the time, more than ever, right, for you to start to speak that truth, and it's going to help a lot of people. And this could be very interpersonal, like family, or some of you, maybe you have a platform, but there's something like that where you need to, it's, I've reached this point, now I'm ready to show the world how I did it, all right? Any other messages that you have right now for Sagittarius? To not think little of yourself. I think there may be a block for you because it feels like that. Because I'm like digging into the energy of Sagittarius, and it's like, I don't think you appreciate where you are in life. How angels can, one thing that you can do, I don't know if you will all be able to do it, but they're saying that you can actually enter your higher self. I did it. I've done it like a couple weeks ago or something like that, where I went into my higher self, and I was like, I mean, it became very clear about my purposes. But anyway, I digress. I felt that, and I was like, whoa, this is real interesting to be in the higher self. But they're saying that, you know, when we see things from the higher perspective, we can really appreciate things. So maybe the higher self, if you can enter it, or just looking at things from a bird's eye point of view, will help you appreciate where you are, and honestly where everyone else is as well. And you can show them how you got there. They're saying, they're giving you an example. They're saying, let's think of you're navigating this really treacherous desert, right? And you're gonna show them how you made it through, so they can make it through faster than you did, right? And that's the point. That's what they want for you. Anyway, I'll leave it there. I thank you, Sagittarius. Don't forget to like and comment. Let's see. Sorry about my internet, everyone. It is what it is. Okay. 56, 31. Let's see. Capricorn. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Angels, what is your message for Capricorn right now? One of the things that they are saying is that it's going to get easier. What do you mean by this, angels? I feel life's been real tough on you lately. In fact, I feel like you may be getting very drained. You may be getting a lot of stuff that happens to you, like bad, that you shouldn't be happening, or you really wish it didn't happen. I feel like you're having those experiences that we often have. And again, so sorry about the damn internet anyway. I feel like you're having a lot of those experiences that none of us want to have, that are actually leading you down a path that you really do want to walk down. And it's really going to be very beneficial for you and your life. Let me see. I want to see if I have an example. Angels, do you have an example for this or not? No example coming forward from them, but it feels like life is just like everything you grab, it blows up. Everything, you touch, it collapses. It just feels like you're kind of in this a little bit of a life, and maybe every door you are trying to walk through closes on you. There it is. There's the example. I was like, where is it? Anyway, like every door you walk into or you're about to walk into seems to slam in your face. So you're in a bit of that cycle. The angels want you to know that it's going to get easier, and they understand how frustrating and how painful that experience can be. But in reality, what's happening is it's going to help you walk down a path you're meant to walk down. In fact, if these things weren't closing, if these things weren't collapsing, if these things weren't breaking, if the door wasn't being slammed in your face, if, let's say you even had like a love interest or what have you, right? You wouldn't be able to walk down this path that you're meant to walk down. So they understand the feeling you're feeling when this is happening to you, but they also want you to understand that what it's doing is leading you down a much better, more fulfilling, happier life that you would never reach if this wasn't happening. And this is very typical for us. It feels like you're trying new jobs, or maybe like it just nothing seems to be working out, and you just, you know, I think you had all these ideas about what you think should be happening, and none of it's happening, and now you're sitting here wondering, well, what should I do instead? And this actual opening yourself up, right, is the energy that you need to be embodying. The faster you open yourself up to the possibilities and the path that they want for you, and the path that you on a soulful level want for you, the better everything's going to be for yourself. It does feel like there's a resistance and a reluctance on your end. Let's take a look here. Oh, my dog's like sleeping, but I just realized he's asleep. Anyway, what kind of stuff is okay? Everything that you feel inspired by, or that you feel that you should be inspired by, it's not, it's like lighting a candle and it blows out, right? That's what I see as your experience. Your money may be taking a hit as well, very normal. All of these things are putting pressure, they're putting the squeeze on the Capricorn so that you can actually move down a different path. Your angels, they understand, and they've been hearing you, they feel your frustration, and they know what kind of experience you're having in life, but they also know more than anything that what you're going to move down as a result of these bad experiences is worth it. And that's what they want for you. All right. That's what they want for you. Walk down the new path. How can Capricorn know what this new path is? They recommend you connect more to your higher self and ask your higher self what direction you should be going in. Because I see you contacting your higher self and your higher self pointing like that. Like pointing this that way, and then follow it, right? But it won't stop happening. Like this experience that you're having, again, it feels like it's like I honestly kind of feel like your head's exploding as well. Like it's just like, oh my God, like it just like you just want to pull your hair out. Like I cannot believe this kind of thing. Yeah. You better believe it, because it's for your highest good, right? And no one's going to stop this experience, right? No one, right? No being of light is going to come in and save you from this. No one, because they want what's best for you. And what's best for you is something different than what you keep trying to go after. And that's the point, all right? Again, sorry about the internet. I don't know if it's really choppy or not, but it is what it is, all right? Anything else that you have right now for Capricorn? Angels? Now's the time for listening. They would like for you to meditate and ask for answers and listen for those answers as well. Is there any specific being that comes forward? We have Archangel Michael stepping forward if you want to work with him. He steps forward to give you some answers, to give you some clarity, and your higher self as well steps forward to assist you. So those are two that you want to start contacting again. Again, that damn internet. Anyway, I think that's good. That's good. I want to leave it there. I want to thank you, Capricorn. Don't forget to like and comment. So we're on Aquarius. Let's see. We're at 1 hour, 2, and then 9 seconds. Okay. Again, this damn internet. All right, let's take a look here. Angels, what is your message for Aquarius right now? Let's take a look here, Aquarius. Ooh. I feel right now, Aquarius, you're in a current cycle where there's nothing left to do, right? It feels like everything, I'm seeing someone who's in a house, right? And they're looking around their house like, what could I do? What could I do? What could I do? And there's nothing. Like you did everything you needed to do. Like you cleaned your house, you organized everything, not saying literal, obviously. But it feels like there's no more work right now for you to do. I've actually received this message before, not this one, though, that point of like, oh, I have nothing to do. But when we always go through those ebbs and flow of life, right? Sometimes there's a lot of flow where there's a bunch of stuff we can do. It's like Hungry Hippo, right? It's just chomp, chomp, chomp. And then other times it's like end of Hungry Hippo game, right? Where there's nothing left on the board. You're at the end of it right now. And there's going to be more eventually. But right now, you are currently sitting at a point in time where there is no more left to eat. There's no more left to do. In fact, you've kind of done everything you can. And you may be, right, fiddling your thumbs or trying to make busy work for yourself. This is not one of those times. You're not meant to do this. Oh, the air came up. What your angels are saying, or the angels are saying for you, you need to fill your time up with some more interesting, fun things. They see a bit of reluctance here when it comes to trying new things, trying new experiences. Why is Aquarius so reluctant for this? You want to do things that you want to do. How do I phrase that? Yeah. It is that. I know it sounds strange to say, but it's like you want to do only what you want to do. And I feel like what they mean by this is you want to do things that are in your comfort zone, and you don't want to do things that are not. I've gotten that message. This is the message I'm talking about, right? So what your angel or the angels want you to know is now is the time for you to start to broaden your comfort zone and broaden your horizons and start to push that boundary and push that limit a little bit. And you're going to start to see a benefit here. Part of the reason why things have dried up and you've not received anymore is because you really do need to learn that lesson this time. I feel like this has come to you in previous cycles, right? The ebbs and flow of life, and you kind of didn't learn it. In fact, you may have waited it out and more stuff came. Yeah. I think the wait that you have is going to be significantly longer, and it may not even flow unless you are willing to do, sorry, they said the impossible. Sorry, I don't think you mean that, but I think it is at that. I think it's at that point. They're saying that you are going to, you need to push yourself out of your comfort zone and do things you've been kind of meaning to do, or that maybe scare you a little bit, or that you're reluctant to do. I want to say more adventurous physical things because that's what they're bringing forward. Like I see dancing or rock climbing, maybe a sport, something like that. I see something physical being needed for you though. Why is it important that they do something physical with themselves? It's part of its tension, releasing tension from the body. But I feel like maybe okay. I think it could be related to me because I see physical activities as I don't really want to do them. But it could be whatever is outside of your comfort zone. It possibly is physical activities, but it doesn't have to be. But they want you to focus more on that. All right. What else do you want to say for Aquarius? And again, I don't know why that internet is just like I have Comcast. It just really is. Nothing I could do. Anyway, Aquarius. What is in the message that's coming from angels for Aquarius? This period that you're in is going to be over in a flash if you start to do fun stuff. Things that you've been wanting to do that you haven't. They even say hot yoga. It's funny, I was walking my dog and I was returning thing to Amazon, and I saw the hot yoga and I was like, wait a second, I haven't done that. And I signed up and I didn't ever go. It's just, they brought that forward. It's something like that, like an experience like that. Oh, I signed up for it, never went, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Why don't you try it? Why don't you give it a go? Why don't you give it a shot, right? And they would like that for you. Again, something physical. Physical is the key here. I think that's it. That's what I got for Aquarius. Is there anything else? That's it. Sorry, that really is it. All right. I want to thank you, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and comment. We are on 655. Okay, so we're on Pisces now. Here we go. Beautiful. All righties. Let's see. Angels, what is your message for Pisces? This has to do with your spiritual gifts. Why? What is the spiritual gifts all about for Pisces right now? Spiritual gifts for Pisces right now. I feel right now is it's a good time for you to start to invest in learning them, cultivating them, and honestly trying more of it. Let me take a look here. Oh, angels, what do you have to say about Pisces' spiritual gifts? They're saying that we go through cycles where our gifts open up and they close, open up and they close. Right now, I feel like you're about to hit a period where your gifts are going to be really opening up and heightened. And what you do with that, right? What you do with that experience, you can just like have them and then just let them go, or you can really harvest them and cultivate them and expand them. Your angels would really like you to learn to expand your spiritual gifts further. I want to say clear audio, but I definitely see crown chakra really being a key one here. But right now is a very important time for you to kind of decide whether or not you want to grow in this department or shrink in this department. Okay. Or I guess say the same. What else do the angels want to say for Pisces? Some of the reasons why you may be very reluctant for your spiritual gifts has to do with fears. Sorry about that, everyone. Has to do with fears, right? Has to do with the unknown. And I do get it. Like I was a long time, actually not that long ago, like 6 months ago, I was very afraid about ghosts and stuff, even though I was talking to the beings of light. And now, it doesn't phase me in the least, right? What was scared? Not my soul, my human mind. And I tell you this, Pisces, because I feel like you may be very reluctant to expand on this department because of fears, rather than it's not something, rather than you making the choice, like, that doesn't interest me. I actually think it does interest you. And I feel like this is something that you are, it piques your interest. So they're saying it piques your interest. And what keeps you from working on this has nothing to do with your capabilities. That's everything to do with your fears, and the fears that are holding you in place that you don't belong. I recommend my fear contract. I actually recommend the fear, poverty, and anger contract. Those three will really be beneficial for you. Those are, I will admit, tedious to do. But I promise you, you're going to feel amazing if you do them once a day for 14 days. I know how hard it is. Don't think I'm not. I'm sitting here, like I did them without complaints. Of course, I was really annoyed, but they really did help me. And I just want to let you all know that, like, those contracts will help you with the fear, and it will help you kind of reprogram your subconscious. But right now is time for you to expand your gifts and expand your abilities. There is a bit of reluctance here as well, because I feel like you may absorb a lot from other people. And that is part of the reluctance and fear that you have, that maybe you'll be uncontrollable, or maybe you'll be overwhelmed. When working with the beings of light, right, with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, it's a lot easier, right? When you're on your own and you're just like going about the city, and you know what I mean, like, you're going to be absorbing a lot without their help. So it's important that you start to learn to call them in and ask for their help, and it will be so much easier, and you won't be overwhelmed. All right. Anything else that the angels want to say for Pisces? That's it. Just don't let the fears hold you back. Don't let the unknown hold you back as well. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna drink some water. One more thing for Pisces angels. Sorry, they gave me two. One of the things that they do want you to start to work on is connecting more to the beings of light. But I said that. But they also want, for those of you that are interested in learning magic, it's not gonna be for everyone, by the way, but it's just someone needs to hear it. Archangel Zadkiel is the one who's very good at magic. He's the one that, if you want to work with an angel that does magic, Archangel Zadkiel is your angel. Just so you all know. Anyway, but he's stepping forward to help you as well. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you, Pisces. I want to thank you. I don't forget to like and comment, and I do appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. And again, I have my guided group guided meditation if you are interested in that. And I want to say thank you everyone. I love you all, and take care. Bye.